Oh, they're all standing on their chairs. If you feel that you have something that you really want to talk about that we have not addressed at all, let us see your hand. If you feel that there's something that you really want to talk about that we have not addressed at all, that you feel that you are in vibrational proximity of, and it will only take a very small amount of time to bring you into alignment with it.
You've mentioned it, but now the question I have is appreciation. You've used the word a lot, and other people have used it, but what is it really? Because I did read the definition, and it was something about to see the nature of or to increase the value of. And I use appreciation a lot to turn downstream. And I just wondered if you would expand on that.
Well, we're glad you looked it up in the very literal sense, because to increase the value of is so inherent in what we're talking about also. Now think about the contrast that you live and the asking that you're offering and the stream that's moving. And then think about reaching for thoughts that feel better and thoughts that feel better until you truly come into a vibration of appreciation. And for sake of comparison, we would say the vibration of true love, that feeling of being in love, that feeling that you have sometimes when you see someone and you just feel like you're moving through one another, the feeling that you have when you are looking at the innocence of a child and feeling the beauty and power of that child. In other words, love and appreciation are identical vibrations. It's the vibration of alignment with who you are. It's the absence of resistance. It's the absence of doubt and fear. It's the absence of self-denial or hatred to others. It's the absence of everything that feels bad and the presence of everything that feels good. And as you focus yourself more and more downstream until you get in the vicinity of that love and appreciation, it just calls you to it in a very powerful way. Conversely, let's talk about the difference between, let's say, gratitude and appreciation. Many people use them interchangeably, but we don't feel the same vibrational essence in them at all. Because when you feel gratitude, often you are looking at a struggle that you've overcome. And feeling grateful, in other words, happy that you're still not in the struggle, but you are still messing with that vibration just a little bit in that, you see. In other words, the difference between inspiration, which is being called to who you are, and motivation, which is trying to make yourself go somewhere, that's a similar difference, you see. And so appreciation is that tuned in, tapped in, turned on. Appreciation is vibrational alignment with who I have become. The state of appreciation is me being in sync with the whole of that which I am. Being in a state of appreciation is seeing whatever I'm looking at through the eyes of Source. And when you are in that state of appreciation, you could walk down a crowded street with all kinds of things that a lot of other people find reason to criticize or even worry about, and you would not have access to them because your vibration of appreciation is picking out for you things of a different vibrational nature. A state of appreciation is a state of godliness. A state of appreciation is being who you really are. A state of appreciation is who you were the day you were born and who you will be the moment you die. And it would be, if we were standing in your physical shoes, your quest in every moment. But the tricky thing is, Joseph Campbell used the word bliss, and we think it's equal. Follow your bliss. Sometimes you can't get a whiff of bliss from where you are. So we say, if you're in despair, follow your revenge. It's downstream. If you're in revenge, follow your hatred. It's downstream. If you're in hatred, follow your anger. It's downstream. If you're in anger, follow your frustration. It's downstream. If you're in frustration, follow your hope. It's downstream. If you're in hope, now you're in the vicinity of appreciation. Once you get into the vibration of hope, now begin making lists of things that you feel good about. And fill your notebooks full of them. Make lists of positive aspects. Make lists of things you love. Go to the restaurant and look for your favorite things and never complain about anything. Look for the thing that you like the best, even if there was only one thing in all of it that you like. Give it your undivided attention and use it as your excuse to be who you are. Use it as your excuse to be who you are. And as you use those things that shine bright and make you feel good as your excuse to give your attention and as your excuse to be who you are, you'll tune to who you are, and the whole world will begin to transform before your eyes. It's not your job to transform it for others, but it is your job to transform it for you. We have enjoyed this interaction immensely. It is lovely to come together with those like you who are coming to know who you are. We are appreciating that which you are. And as we see you through our eyes of source, we have to say to you, you have nothing to complain about, but there's nothing wrong with your complaining. Because in your complaining, you just launch more rockets and you just make more vibrational escrow. You just make the world a better and better place by living it. So you can't get it wrong and you never get it done. And from our vantage point, we feel only love and appreciation for your willingness to come and participate and to take thought beyond that which it has been before. Not just in this forum, but in life itself. You know, you can't get it wrong, and when you have your croaking experience, you will then realize fully the value that you have offered to all that is, and you will revel in it and you will feel good about it. It is our desire that you start feeling some of that now. It is our desire that you start giving yourselves a break. Lighten up. Be easier on yourself and others. Look for things to love and appreciate and find the true you that came forth to live this life experience. There is great love here for you. And as always, we remain blissfully, joyfully, appreciatively incomplete.